Hi, this is Rio de la Vista, and I'm here at the Creed Theater in Creed, Colorado with Chris Gosar, the
How
evening
you
of
doing,
your
Rio?
opening. Great.
Good.
It's good to be here with you. You're having a big opening here tonight
I am.
for your artwork, and it's called Solo, correct?
One-man show. It's actually my second one-man show, but I've got a little bit of history up in Creed and in helping Steve Quiller out and doing the Taste of Creed year after year, and I landed me a one-man show at the Creed Repertory Theater. So I'm really excited.
Fantastic.
Really excited.
We're excited to have you also in our art show coming
Absolutely.
up on August 15th.
Absolutely.
At the Rio Grande in South Fork, and that'll be on the evening of August 15th. So, but we're so glad to be here today and get a preview of what we're going to have on August 2nd.
Absolutely. There may be some of these paintings there, but I also have a group of paintings that'll be at the Keep the Rio Grande Grand show.
Great.
And I'm really excited about that show also. It seems like the momentum had started off on a beautiful foot, and I think it'll continue to build through the years, hopefully.
We hope so. We
Yeah.
have a lot of work ahead of us.
Fantastic.
We have to support it. But
Fantastic.
tell me about your artwork and how you got started.
Absolutely. You know, I've drawn and painted my whole life, and it seems like it's like a good friend. You know, sometimes you leave it through your life, but it always ends up resurfacing. And I had studied it all through high school and left it for a while. And when I started back into college, happened to get back into it with Steve Quiller being one of my first teachers, and true inspiration, and kind of lit the fire underneath me. And continued on, left Adams State studying under Steve and Roger Williams and those guys, and went to Boulder, studied architecture there. And one of the teachers saw my sketchbook, and she said, I know a school in California that I think you should try and get into. And she helped me get in there. And
what school is that?
Art Center College of Design in Pasadena. It's considered one of the, like a Harvard for design and art. And fortunately I was accepted, went through that program. It was extremely difficult, and graduated with honors. But through that experience, they break you down. You think you go into this knowing how to draw and paint until you go into a place like that, and they break you down and they kind of rebuild you, and they give you a wonderful foundation. And that's where, I mean, I just fell in love with art and just the basics, the drawing and painting basics. I think there's so much that lies in a decent drawing, and it's so honest and so pure that I think it's one of those expressions in our lives that, you know, you hear music that touches you, and you feel like that information flows through you and through your spirit. You feel that. And I think with drawing, once you learn how to see correctly, letting that information flow through you and come out your hand is just one of the most beautiful experiences I've had. And drawing is hard. It's really tough. It always is. And painting's even harder. So we just you know, continue on. It's a constant learning process. Just when you think you've got it down, you do a painting and it schools you once again and humbles you. So anyway, this is a group of paintings that I have been working on for about a year. And most of them are started painting from life. And what I try and do is be really, really sensitive to the situation, the feeling that the model gives me, not only the way that she or he looks, but spiritually trying to get involved with just the vibe that seems to happen there. And somehow I just kind of release it all and just let it happen, you know. And I have found that I'll start those paintings in that spirit, come home to my studio, look at them, see what's working, see what's not, and I'll go ahead and work. Most of the time it's working from memory and working from that idea of that spirit, and adding things that you know, to keep a strong design and keep all of that going. But it's always with that that ground of how the situation felt with that model. Yeah,
life model.
Exactly. And I mean, it's just an amazing experience to be able to sit in front of somebody, clothed or not, and to be able to study the human form. And every time I do it, it reminds you of why the masters always go back to it. It's just an amazing experience and a beautiful thing to study, you know. So.
And this show is called Solo.
It is.
It looks like every painting is one individual.
It is. It ends up being singular expressions of each one of these people, but you know, it's just where I'm at right now. I'll continue to change, and we'll move on, but this is just where I became intrigued. Just to talk a little bit about the technique, I really have fallen in love with natural elements. I do a lot of building and working with my hands, and so wood panels have kind of surfaced out of all of this, and I've grown to appreciate what the wood gives me, and so I let some of that breathe through the painting.
So the texture of the wood comes through.
Exactly. I mean, it's so funny when I'll start to paint somebody, the wood almost gives you the painting. It's so weird. The flesh tones, sometimes knot holes, fall just in the right areas, you know. So it's kind of nice to work that way. And
it's a hard surface. It flex like a canvas.
And it's always surprising. I love the way the paint feels against the surface. I've gotten to where I can pull the painting out, or push the painting in, or push the paint into the wood surface. And so that's why you'll see everything on these paintings where there will be thin transparencies and really thick buttery application of paint. And I'll tell you, every time I do it, I fall in love all over again. You know, I absolutely love it. It's the toughest thing I've done, but the most rewarding, you know. And well, I could go on and on.